Well, welcome to Somifarms in Kafuta. There are two farms, one in Somida, one in Kafuta. So right now we are in the farm in Kafuta. And then I will take you on a short tour of the plants we have here. And this is a palm tree. It's a short variety palm tree. And then this palm tree makes also fruits that we can use to make palm oil, for food. It's very, very nice here, and by very, very nice palm fruit. And then this is Indian mulberry. Indian mulberry has a very high medicinal effect. People use it here to treat malaria, and when you have stomach pain, you also use it. So we have a local name for it here. We call it noni, but it's Indian mulberry. This plant that you see is passion fruit. This is passion fruit. It grows up, and then that's also passion fruit. We need to make a canopy for it to climb on. So this is a passion fruit. It's a very, very nice fruit too. Really nice. So here we have papaya plants, and these are short variety papaya plants. And here we have we call it sorrel. I don't know if that makes sense, but you get wonjo out of this. When they are grown so tall, you get wonjo from it, and that makes a very nice juice. And here we have just an orange plant. You can also see already that it's making fruits. There's the orange plant. It's making fruits already. Yeah. And here is the water solar system to pump water. And a reservoir where we put some water, and then we can get a bucket to, transport the water. Yeah. Yeah. So you see, we have the oranges and the bananas. There are two varieties of bananas here. We have the short variety and we have the tall variety. This one is a tall variety banana plant. So, and we usually cut these dead leaves and then put it at the base of the plant to serve as mulch. So you see a young plant is already coming up. So and here we have a plant. We have a plant. If you see here, you see that it's making fruit already. Yeah, it's making fruit already. So we come here, then we have these are also oranges. There are different varieties of orange here, and this papaya also is a short variety papaya. It's a short variety papaya, and they are on drip. Wow, that's oranges, and these oranges are already ripe. You can have one, Yeah, and here you have the soursop. Is also a very, very nice fruit, and it has a very good medicinal effect, medicinal properties. Some people say it is more effective than chemotherapy for cancer patients. That's soursop. So that's a fruit, and you have the leaf. So you can use the leaf to make tea. And then the fruit is really, really very nice. And for people in our local environment here, for people who are having babies, it's advised that you eat this fruit because it has some antioxidants, antitoxicants, and then it also helps that you have a lot of breast milk for your baby. You come around here. That one is a lime. That one is a lime plant. It's a lime. And yeah, we all know lime is really nice. And then near the lime there is a cashew plant. We have very big cashew plants there, but we are a little bit far away from them. But this is a lime plant, and then this is a cashew plant, and there's another lime plant over there. So in general, we have about 200, more than 200 orange plants here, more than 200 banana plants here, and more than 200 papaya plants. And then we have also a shower shop, as I told you, passion fruit, and all those stuff. So we are slowly expanding to this area too. And then you see the pipes, they are drip lines, so it helps in watering. Though sometimes the water is not enough. You can see these dry leaves. Usually it should be pretty much greener than this, but probably the water is not. You can see the ground here, around here is a little bit dry. But when you go to the base here, it's wet. You see? If you only go to the base here, it's wet. But there needs to be more water because banana needs a lot of water.
What are your plans with the expanding of the area on the left of us?
Yes, this area we want to put a wood lot, what we call agroforestry. We want to grow a lot of woods there that will be used for timber, for firewood, and also to attract biodiversity, like different kind of birds. So if we have malina here, it will serve as wood, it will serve as timber, and it will also attract biodiversity. And then yeah, because it also doesn't take a lot of water. So after one rainy season of watering, we don't need to put water there anymore. It will grow naturally. Yeah. So and then that area alone can accommodate over 1,000 malina plants. But then I have to either buy the seedlings, and so on. That also needs investment. So that I'm thinking about before the next rainy season. Yeah.
Can we go back to where you can explain us about syntropic farming, that area in the front of the house?
Yeah, in general, this entire area here, we try to do syntropic farming. What you see is that it's a mixture of plants. We have different kind of plants here, but it's arranged. And when you come here, maybe if you look from here, what you see is that you have orange. Yeah. What you see here is that you have orange, you have papaya, and you have banana. And then come a little bit. I'm showing you. And you have, what do you have here? Shower shop. So you between this orange and then that orange is a distance of 8 meters. From this orange to that orange is a distance of 8 meters. And then we have the shower shop exactly in the middle. The reason is that this orange will grow big as a tree. That other orange will also grow big as a tree. And then this shower shop will also big as a tree. And then they can all last for more than 30 years. But then we have a papaya between the shower shop and this orange. And then we have another papaya between this shower shop and then this orange. Because those papayas will just last for a few years. So we don't want to leave any space unused. So after a few years, this papaya is out, then this shower shop and then this orange will be a big tree. So you're going to have another plant in the middle there. But you'll also see that to economize water, we have grown onions here. We have some rabbits coming after the onions. So between one papaya and another papaya, we have onions there, so that we can economize every space and economize water too. And then here is where usually I make my seedlings.
This is the place where the seedlings are.
This is very big compost manure. So when I want to make seedlings, I make them here, and then I can transplant them later. So you can see the guy using a pipe because even with the drip, you don't have enough water on the plant. Okay, and this it's one of the English name. In our local language, we call it. I have to find the actual name for it. Maybe you can post video for a moment.
You can see the rabbits have been eating the onions, and now Ismaila is looking how he can find a natural way of preventing them from eating these plants. You can see the bananas here, how good they are, and the farmhouse who is under construction still. And Ismaila says how great it would be that when you arrive at the farm here, that you come and you see first later in a few years some beautiful bananas growing here. So I think he found the name. You found the name?
It's called chestnut or money tree.
Oh,
Yeah. It seems like walnut kind of.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a walnut kind
Yeah.
of, yeah.
Exactly. So that's also by a tree. So we have so many trees here, and then you also have kaba. I don't know what the name is in because yesterday, I think was it yesterday? We went to a particular it was yesterday at Magasudu. He named us some kind of plant that is this, and it makes a fruit. It can run for about 500 meters or 100 meters away, just like branches. But it's really very nice and makes very, very nice fruits that you can make juice out of.
Okay.
Yeah, locally we call it kaba.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if you move around the kaba, you see that there are some areas that are a little bit with grass. We don't really cut grass. We don't really clear the entire farm and then leave it open like it, because here it's very windy and it's dry. If we do that, then there's erosion, wind erosion. We're taking all the topsoil away and whatsoever. So we only clear when we want to use that area immediately. Then we clear, because this grass also ensures that biodiversity inside the soil remains. But if you clear it, then the biodiversity is gone, and then the area slowly turns into a desert.
Do you use manure on these plants?
Yes, we use manure. It's totally organic. We don't use any chemicals. So the manure, if you come here, you will see that all the grass that we cut, we put them at the base of the plant here. To serve as a mulch. To keep the place wet, and also it decomposes and becomes manure there too. So the idea is that after a few years, we are not going to import any manure from any other farm or from any other place to here. Things here will be used as manure. For example, banana makes a lot of branches. So, and then banana needs trimming a lot. You have to trim it every time, you can see. So when we trim it, the leaves, we put it on other plants again to serve as mulch and for manure. So that is really something that we are trying to do, so that the farm is self-sustainable. Because basically, if you go into nature, in a forest, you've never seen anybody go into the forest to say, "Oh, I'm going to apply manure in the forest to let the trees grow big." No, they basically grow by themselves, and then you wonder why, because they feed on each other. They drop their leaves, and then it gets decomposed, and then it becomes manure again, and so on. So, and then the forest is the richest area anywhere you can find. It's the richest area in manure. So we want to create a kind of the same, or we want to mimic the same strategy, because nature is there for us to learn and then move it. We are not fighting against nature. We want to live in harmony with nature. And our farming, if we want to do that, then our farming methods must commensurate with nature. Otherwise, we'll be at conflict with nature, and then we will be using a lot of fertilizer, a lot of investments will be needed to maintain the soil and so on, because we are going against nature. So we have to go with the same direction with nature. All of us need each other to survive. The plants need us to survive, we need the plants to survive. The plants need the soil to survive, the soil also needs plants to survive. So we don't want a dead soil. A dead soil is one that has no plants on it. We want a living soil. And then for a soil to be living, there must be plants in it, because that plants will also attract microorganisms in the soil, and then that will also improve the quality of the soil for the plants. And then when the plants are good, then the animals will also survive on it. We, the human beings, will also survive. Thank you.